So for me, a tea house is a place where people come together. Tea itself is to me, one of life's great equalisers. When we sit and have tea together, in that moment we're all the same. So it's a place where people from all walks of life come together, drink tea alone, drink tea communally, sit in silence, exchange ideas. But overall, it's a place that builds community. I'm one half of Comins Tea, which I founded and run with my husband Rob, and we spend our life travelling all over the world sourcing tea from our trusted partners, and when we're not doing that, we're in our tea houses serving tea to all the wonderful people who want to come and explore this wonderful world of tea. So how did we come to be here at Shatwell Farm? Well, I was introduced to this amazing place by a mutual friend of mine and Kendra's, and Kendra invited us to come and participate in a few events on the site. And through that, Kendra and I just became really good friends, and I would come by and have tea with her in her kitchen, and there's something really special about the site at Shatwell. There's something really special about the kind of wildness of the way that Neil and Kendra have let the land sort of just live and breathe. And when I look up towards the back of the land at Shatwell, there's a particular tree that reminds me of Darjeeling. So these were the kind of conversations that Kendra and I would have sitting in her kitchen, and yeah, our friendship just developed. And then one day, I think it was in February last year, Kendra, just the way I remember it, was just like, do you know what, how do you feel about coming onto the site and collaborating and working together? So very much an invitation from Kendra, who's a wonderful creative spirit, to come here and create some of this magic at Shatwell. And so that is exactly what we did, and the result of that, working alongside my great friend Jenny, without whom none of this would be possible.
I live here at Shatwell Farm with my partner Neil, and I basically invited Michelle Comins to come and collaborate here after building a lovely friendship through a few events and through lots of tea sessions. And we finally built a tea house. The tea house was made by pure collaboration and pure charitable giving, actually. People who are passionate about the project, people who had also worked with us previously on site. And the whole essence of the project was to use materials that we already had from either the barn here on site or from Michelle and Rob's travels, their own house. And it made itself, I would say, is what I really felt. And people have come here because the vision of the project was to make a place to hold the space and the energy for tea, so people could come and sit and be, rather than be frantically moving around. That's been a great joy, basically, to see people come and rest and chat. And the tea is a wonderful sort of mediator for that process.
And I think this structure itself has just brought so much, it just means so much to people when they come in, that it's just a very different place. It makes people stop, and it makes people sit down, and it makes people kind of take a moment. Even, I mean, the tea does make you take a moment, but the structure itself just makes people, oh, what's this? And I think that I'm going to miss that coming in here, it's like another world that you come in and you just slow for a little second. I was first introduced to the tea world overseas by learning about the tea wares, and we go and see the pots being made, the teapots and the cups, and then we match the teapots to the tea. And sometimes we do change slightly. We may match the pot to the person. So we might meet somebody who we can just get a feeling of their energy and think, what do they need today? Maybe they need a very simple pot so they can sit quietly and contemplate, or maybe they need a more ceremonial teapot with the different ways of making in order just to slow down. And sometimes Michelle and I will change that service, maybe for the person, maybe for the tea, or maybe just for ourselves in what we want to create in the tea house that day.
It's been a wonderful 18 months here at Shatwell, and met a whole load of new people that without the tea house I doubt very much that our lives would have crossed paths. And that is the magic of tea. People are drawn in, and when we sip and we share together, we share kind of deep details of our lives and come to know each other through this wonderful plant. So I've felt a great sense of community here, a great sense of connection, and I feel a deep sense of gratitude towards Kendra and Neil for the opportunity that have given us. Only in my wildest dreams would I have ever thought that we could build a space like this.
What have I felt? I felt this has been a hugely evolutive project for all the three of us, actually. That we've learned, if you want to go to learning, we've learned how to be together, how to deal with people, how to deal with demand, how to keep our space sane and calm within the madness. We've learned how to honour a little building that was built so randomly, to be honest, with such vision, but so randomly at the same time. And we've learned how to be together, actually. And that is, to me, that's the beauty of the whole project. And everyone who comes is welcome. It's open, it's completely democratic, there's no judgment. We don't care. We just want you to come, do your thing, have your moment, and leave with what you leave with. And everybody leaves us something, is what I feel, you know. So it's been a really wonderful project, and the fact is that you can collaborate and you can build something. And it doesn't have to be perfect.
I'll never get up early. I was like, no, do it now.
Yeah, you're good about it. I'm not a nighttime person.
So, Kendra, Jenny, as our time in this magical tea house in this wonderful place that is Shatwell comes to an end, I think all of us wanted to extend a thank you, because we built this space collaboratively with the vision that people would come here and share tea and, as Kendra has said, take from it what they will. But it's only been possible because people have come. Amazing people from far and wide have come to take tea here, and I think we'd all like to take this opportunity to thank all of those people who've driven into Shatwell and wondered, is there a tea house here? And who've walked up the concrete stairs and still wondered, is there a tea house here? And then seen this wooden structure and then struggled to get in the sliding door, and suddenly this amazing world has opened up before them. And it's all of you who've come to Shatwell Tea House that have made this experience so special. So we hope to see you again in the future and have tea together again. So thank you.